Hello everyone, welcome. In the next few episodes, we are going to learn how to create an API to upload files, and then we will be creating a user interface, a web client to upload the file. So let's begin by creating an API. For the development purpose, I will be using a VS Code editor. So let's begin from the scratch by creating a new project. Let me keep the project name file and block. Since it is a brand new project, we will open the integrated terminal and initialize our project. Okay, it's asked few questions. Let's answer those things. So once initialization happens, package operation files get created. Now let's install the external modules. We are going to use Express and Multer. So Express, yes, we will be using to develop the API, and Multer will be helpful to parse the incoming file. Now let's create a folder src where we will be writing all our programs and all our local modules. Let's create a main program, main.js. Okay, let's begin the development by creating an API. Const express require, and then let's create an instance of express and start the server. We are starting the server at port number 3000. So now I will be starting our server on Node.js. I am running the program using the run and debug tab, and now I can go to the browser and I can test my program here. Localhost, the port number is 3000. You can see this. That means our server has been successfully started. So now let's make changes in our program, and let's create our first API, get API, and let's call this hello world, reqres, and let's return some output, response dot send status, and I'm sending out 200. Okay, since we have made some changes in our program, let's restart it. You can see our first API is ready. So now our task is, in this episode, our task is upload an image, and the upload happens by creating a post API. That's the fundamental of the HTTP methods, and I'm creating a URL called file upload, and let's complete the statement here, res, and let's return a simple send status. And now let's test our post API. Right now we have not done anything related with the file uploading. We are just testing, and to test the API, we will be using a postman. What is our API name? Our API name is file upload. So let's open the postman. Let's type here localhost 3000 and URL is what, file upload, and the method we are going to use post. So now if you click, you can get the message OK. Let's put a debug point if you want to put. Let's call the method one more time. You can see our request is coming. The request is coming to the post method. So now the actual task begins. To upload an image, the main library, the model we are going to use is the Multer. Require Multer. This is the external module which we are going to use. If you want to read about the documentation, so this is the documentation. Okay. Let's come here. While using the multer module, one of the very important thing is that we have to specify where we want to upload those images. Okay, and how we specify? By creating an instance of the multer, and we have to specify here the destination. Let's suppose our destination is what? Upload. So what does it mean? It will create an uploads folder in our project, and it will be uploading all our images. But by just writing this, our task is not over. How does our API will come to know that I need to call this multer? Okay, so what we are doing, we have to specify, we have to add the multer module just before our API getting called. That is, whenever our API is getting called this API, right now our this arrow functions are getting executed or callback functions are getting executed. Now we will be writing before the callback, we will be writing here upload dot single. Okay, what is this upload dot single? Means we are adding, we are injecting the multer module before calling the our main API. And here we will be specifying the field name. Let's suppose our field name is what? File. I will explain you what is this field name. So since we have made some changes in our program, now let's do what? Let's restart our server. And now let's do what? Let's put the debug point at line number 12. That is our logical point. And let's go to the postman, and this time instead of just making only a post call, let's send some data using the body. And while making a post call, we can send the data in multiple options, either using form data, X, URL encoded, raw. But since we are using the file upload options, so we have to choose the form data. We can also choose the binary option, but with the form data, what we can do, we can pass some additional information apart from the file. So here like a text and file. So let's suppose I also want to send some text data like hello world, and I want to send file, one file also. So here I have to select the file. I have to select this file. Since it's not visible, I will do what? We will select like this, and I will just unselect this option. I will keep the variable name what? Field name is file, and from here what we can do, we can select a file. I am selecting this file now. Now this is the keyword, okay? Field name. The first field name is title, that is containing text information, and the second field name is file. And this field name file, this field name FILE, and this field name must be saved. And here what we are doing, we are uploading a single file. So user can send a more than one file or one file. Okay, so right now we are beginning with what? With a single file upload. Later on I will show you how to upload a multiple images. So right now what we are doing, we have injected the multer module. What we are specifying, we are uploading a single file, and our field name is what? File. That's what we have used in our client field name. Okay, so now let's do what? Let's make a call, and before that let's start our web server. Send. So now you can see here what the call has come to the successfully come to our post method, and the most important point is here a uploads folder has been created, and you can see that one file has been added, but the name of the file is just some hexadecimal code, some hex code. So by this I can see that we have successfully uploaded a file. But yeah, the file name is a little unique file name, and which is not we can read in a proper manner, in a simple manner I mean to say. So let's come to our program here, and let's upload a file one more time. And before this time, I also just want to show you here something. File, so we go to request dot file, and constant input is equal to request dot body. So what I want to show you that we are able to read the information. So now let's make the API call one more time. Now you can see that here we are getting the information about the file which is getting uploaded. Now this is the second time we are uploading a file. You can see there is another file has been added. So what we can see, our file has been successfully uploaded. And apart from that, just have a look, just put a mouse on the body field, and you can see that we are also able to read the extra information, that means the textual information. So what I can say, we are now able to read both files which is getting uploaded to our uploads folder, and we are also going able to read what, the body information, the extra textual information. So now there is a small problem, the file names are not readable. So how to make this readable? So for this what I will do, let's go to the Express.js module, and here there is some option called, if you want to modify that the file name, if you want to make it readable, because we are going to use that later on to read those images. So we are going to use this option, disk storage. So here we are getting the opportunity to rewrite our file name. Okay, so let me copy this, and here before upload option what I will do, after the merger I will add this option, and here I will make some changes. Storage, here what we have to specify, the destinations and a file name. Our destination is upload, so what I will do, I will rename it to uploads. And the second thing what we have to do, we have to provide us some file name. So I am removing this right now. Let me keep the file name or simple file name. Let's suppose I want to give a hello world. Hello world, my file name. Two things we are specifying here in the storage. So what is the extra advantage we are getting? We are able to provide the custom file name, whatever the file name we want to provide. Why? Because right now these file names are not readable. So are we done? No. We are, one more step is required. So now instead of writing this line, now we will be writing like this, upload multiple, and here we will specify what, storage. Storage equal to storage. We can write like this. So this is the thing we have to specify. And now if we upload any files, the name of the file will be what, hello world. So since we made some changes, let's restart our server and let's put a debug point. Let's go to the Postman now. Let's call the same API. Now what you can see, what is our file name? Now our file name is what, readable. But what is the problem here? Now if I upload any number of files, I am getting the same file name, so same file is getting overwritten here. Okay, since the file name is hard coded, so what I will do here, now with the help of this file object, okay, what we can read the file name, original file name, original name. Let's restart our server, and what is the file name here? My file name is me.jpg. So it's already selected. So what you can do, you can, if you want to reselect it, you can reselect it, and let's call the API. And now just look at carefully in the upload section, the file is getting uploaded with the file name, the custom file name. So now what we have done, from the non-readable file name we have converted into a readable file name. But still there is one problem in this approach. The approach is that if some user will upload the file with the same name, again this will be overwritten. So what people do? So they upload, we here do what, it.now. We try to create a unique file name so that those files should not get overwritten. Okay, so let's try this one more time. Now what you can see, the file name has been created like this: a unique number dash NE. That's our file name. And let's suppose if you want to upload another file, this one, and now you can see a new file has been added like this. But sometimes what happens, the file names are too long, and that may contain some special character, those file names. So what we do, we can, what people do, what is the practical approach? Uh, let's keep a proper file name without any special characters. So I'm not going to use the file name like that. Instead of that, what we are going to do here, path dot, we are just only going to use the extension file dot original name. So what will be our new file name? Dead.now, and then only extensions of the image. So path dot extension name will give us the extension of this original file name. So let's restart the server. Okay, so now what you can see, a new file has been added. Okay, there is an extra dash. What we can do, we can remove this dash. So we will be using this approach to upload the images. So let me do what? Let me delete this folder now. Okay, and restart it. Now let's call this API. So now you can see what, there's an error. Why there's an error? Because I just wanted to create this error. Intentionally I created this error to show you one thing, that when you are using the storage module, storage approach, what we have to do, we have to manually create this uploads folder. Okay, now let's restart the server one more time and call this. Now you can see our file has been successfully created. You might be asking that again, this file name is not readable, but what is the advantage we are getting? The advantage here is that we are getting the extension .png. So when we will be returning this image to the client, we can, the client, that means the browser, can understand that this is an image file. So that is the advantage we are getting. So what we have done, we are not using this particular approach, the approach of the normal destination. We are using the approach of the storage. What is the advantage we are getting? We can specify the destination and we can specify the custom file name. Okay, now let's do what, if I want to access this file, now upload the image or the file has been uploaded. In the same way, what we can do, we can upload either image, PDF, or any files can be uploaded. If you want to have a look, select files and we can upload any PDF file. Let's suppose project idea or some PDF files, and you can see that we are able to upload not only the PNG and images file, we can upload any files actually. Now we can upload here. Now next, the file upload task has been done. What we want to access these files. How to access this file? These files have been uploaded in this folder, and how to access these files if you want to access. So in the Express JS, there's an option to make these files what, public. Make your folder public folder, or you need to say that we can make to serve of public assets. So what we will be doing, we will be using the app.use. This is the middleware service. So what we are doing now, making the uploads folder public. Okay, so this is the middleware services we are using, app.use, and how we are writing the express.static. Static is the function. If you want to know how this is working, where we can go to the Express, and in the Express is an option serving static files. So how I have come here, this is the static files option. So we can specify various options here, but I will be specifying what, which folder I want to make the public, I want to make this uploads folder public. This is the upload folder I want to public. I want to make it public. By default, all the folders are what? Private in nature. So what we have done, this is the starting point of, this is the start and this is the end here. These are the configuration related with our file upload. So now let's do what? Since we have made our folders what? Public. So how we will be accessing these public folders and public assets are accessible using the get methods. So let's suppose I want to access this. So I'm making a copy here, Control C, making the file name copy, and where we can go, I can go to the browser. Since using the browser we can make a git call, and here I can write what? Localhost 3000 slash, and what is the file extension? jpg. Sorry, I need to check. Its an extension is what? png. Okay, since we have made some changes in our project, let's do what? Let's restart the server. Now you can see that we have successfully able to return the image by using a what? By creating a proper URL. We have to understand that. So what we have done in this episode till now, we have uploaded the image and we have created a URL for that image by making the upload folder public. So let's upload an image one more time, some image. Now you can see here in the upload section, a new image has been added. I think it's a 601, 401. So now if I go and how to access localhost 3000, and since we made our upload folder public, it's what? GPG. So in this way we have done what? We are now able to upload a file and able to read a file also. Now before closing the session, one more thing I would like to do, and that is what? Till now what we are doing, we are uploading a single file. Okay, while using a Facebook and some other platform, they give us an option to upload more than one file. So if I want to upload more than one file, what I have to do, I will simply copy this. Let's create another API, I need to say, and I'm keeping the name here what? Multi upload, and here instead of single I have to write array. That means now we will be using array, and we'll go to the Postman and we'll upload more than one images. Before that, let's run our project one more time, and let me do what? Let me delete all these images and folders, files. So our folders is right now what? Empty. What we are doing, we have created a new API. What this new API is doing, this API has an option to upload multiple things, multiple files. So upload array. Now let's go to the Postman and let's select an option. Now this time I will be uploading a multiple things. Let's suppose one image, second image, and one PDF file. Now, okay, and here we have to make the change, the URL multi, and the method is post. Let's call this API, and since we have not put any breakpoints, so you can see here 3 files have been added. Now let's put a breakpoint here and let's call the API one more time. Now you can see that 3 additional files have been added. So that's it from this episode. In this episode we have learned how to upload a single file, how to upload multiple files, and we have created the API for the same, and how to access these files by creating a URL. Okay, see you in the next video where we will be storing the file path into the database. Till then, bye bye.